There they go. That's a YouTube in it. I need my lovely because I couldn't print my papers out.
Discounts hitting harder than Paul's chili. Hey, take one little laugh, does all the rest. Save time and money on prescriptions. Yeah, good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
I'm trying to figure out why my emails don't go straight to the other ones.
Moxiliner, Moxidectin, and Pyrantel chewable tablets. The one and done monthly treatment protects against fleas, ticks, heartburn disease.
Time is on.
NexGard Plus comes in a tasty beef flavored chew, so you don't have to use next level tricks to get your dog to take it.
All right. I'm looking for an email.
Neurologic disorders. Dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection prior to starting preventative. Talk to your vet about NexGard Plus for next level protection for your dog.
Still giving me 2024. That's insane.
You send chills right through me when I look at you, 'cause you're my thrill. You're my thrill. In pieces, I just go to pieces when I look at you, 'cause you're my thrill.
Okay, I don't want to kick the. I don't want to throw the iPad. I know I sent it.
Seems to matter. On a silver platter, where's my will? Strange desire. When I look at you.
All right, I'll get that information next time. All right, I'm here. Stuffy and everything. I did not put the mental health. I hate that lights like that. I did not put this on my page today because I was so busy. She got a rainbow. I will listen. We gotta go out and relieve all this stress, honey. We got to go. She put every last heart I got up there except the white one. Right. Baby, I'm with you. I'm with you. Today was a devastating day. I'm still amazed. I'm still lost for words. So we'll go over this, right? We'll go over this real soon. I did put it up there. I did update the one I had. I just gotta print it out. I need another vacation. Another one. Another. Maybe I'll lock myself in my room Saturday. And if you are feeling great, doing great, give me a red heart. Doing great, give me a red heart. Doing great. This is blue. It is not purple. If I'm okay, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. So if you're doing okay like me, just put a blue heart up there. If you're doing okay, put a blue heart up there. If things are tough and you're really struggling, green heart. If things are tough and you're really struggling, put the green heart up there. Let me know. Go into my DMs. Maybe we can talk about it. If you're having a hard time and you wouldn't mind if somebody was to reach out to you, I will reach out to you no matter the hour, the time. Trust me, I'll reach out to you. Purple heart. If you're having a hard time, wouldn't mind somebody reach out to you, I'll reach out to you. And even if you're struggling, I will reach out to you. Just go to my DMs because I need to know where you are, who you are. No matter the time, the hour, I call, I go out. If you're in a really dark place, you see the broken heart emoji. If you're in a really dark place, if you don't mind sharing, you want to reach out to me, I'll give you some resources. Anything, I'll connect you with somebody that you can talk to immediately. Just won't be me. It'll be me, but then I'll, transfer you over to somebody else. If you're having some harmony and balance in your life, I was having this. Where is it at? My good Jesus. I had my I'll tell you about it in a minute. You're having some harmony and balance in your life, put up the pink heart. Harmony and balance in your life, put up the pink heart. I was there today. I had my recorder. When I write, so I had the writing bug back. I had my recorder with me all day, wanting to record, because when I do that, I get the writing. And I was feeling good, like I'm about to start writing again. Let me get myself. But I didn't turn the thing on at all. If you're feeling relaxed and friendly, this is a light blue emoji heart. If you're feeling relaxed and friendly, a light blue emoji heart. Feeling optimistic and uplifting, this is the orange emoji heart. If you're feeling optimistic and uplifting, that is the orange one. I wonder where my sister, Miss Carla, where you at, Miss Carla? Cool self-restraint and some humbleness. Cool self-restraint and some humbleness. Put that gray emoji up there. Cool self-restraint, humbleness. Put the gray emoji heart up there.
No, not yet.
If you're having minimum feelings, mixed emotions, and you're just not halfway there, but you met all your goals today. You didn't fuss anybody out. You didn't get fired from your job. Put that white emoji heart up there. Minimalism, mixed emotions. Put the white emoji heart up there. And you handled your business today. You did the adulting thing. Adulting. If you're having one of these days, put the brown heart up there. One of these days, I'm gonna take this to work. If you're having one of these days, brown emoji heart. One of these days, brown emoji heart. Yellow. If you're feeling MEH, just don't know how to. Yellow. Yellow emoji heart. My nice friendly buddy right here, frustrated. Frustration. This is a red heart with those flames on it. Some frustration. I wasn't feeling that way today, but maybe a little agitated. Yeah, because I kept looking at my dog. I'm telling you, my dog about to get a show. I'll tell you about him in a minute. He about to get a show, and he was just on my last nerve. So if you're feeling frustrated, the flaming heart. Oh, that's really great. Go ahead, girl. Anger and sadness. This is the one I like to get to. The anger and the sadness. We keep this emotions so hidden and so tucked in. This is the one that gets us going. Anger, sadness. We'll talk about this on the show if you have some anger and sadness. Actually, that's one of part of the themes of the show today. You want these? I make them. I'm about to start making some up now. Give me something to do, and I'll send them to you. Just let me know. Just let me know. Today's show should be interesting. If anybody watched that Eagles game and you seen, ooh, that coffee. You seen Dak and Jalen Carter. My last name was, my people Carters. They Carters. So we not related though. But if you've seen that incident between Jalen and Dak Prescott, I call them Dax. It's D-A-K, not D-A-X. Dak Prescott, there was a whole thing. Now, Jalen Carter is the Eagles defensive tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles. Dak Prescott is a Cowboys quarterback. I had to get it out. I couldn't. It wasn't coming up. It wasn't coming up. He played for the people with the stars blue, the Cowboys. He's the quarterback. And something six. What was it? It was 6 minutes into the game. So the game just started. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Jalen was ejected from the game for unsportsmanlike conduct 6 seconds into the game. 6 seconds, not 6 minutes, 6 seconds into the game. 6 seconds. If you've seen the game, watch the whole thing. You know what I'm talking about. For spitting on Mr. Prescott. Spit on him. And everybody was like, why would he do that? What is going on? And then later, once everybody got the news and they watched the replay tape, it revealed that Prescott spit first, but only in the general direction of the Eagles' defensive tackle and not on any opposing player. Okay. After the game, because Jalen couldn't play, he was out, and we needed him. I'm an Eagles fan, if you didn't notice. We needed Jalen, but that's not why I'm covering this story. The title of this show tonight is Impulsive Reactions or Behaviors and Accountability. We have a lot of people not taking accountability for what they're doing, what happened. The press will blow things up. You have some people that's in high offices that's trying to dig stuff and push stuff under the rug as if they didn't even know a person back in the day, like they ain't hang with them. But my man, Mr. Carter, after everything was over, they took him out the game. He was ejected. They said that they was going to try to not have him play for the whole season. Excuse me, what? So they was trying to figure that out, unsportsmanlike conduct. And they're really trying this year with football, with any sport, because, you have to understand that teenagers and other people look at these players and, look up to them. They're supposed to be, give me the word. I forgot what Charles Barkley said. I forgot what Charles Barkley said, but they're supposed to be present themselves to the world as, Sheree said I was already heated. It was already heated. That's what I'm saying. Before he spit. But I'm going to let you know that was done psychologically, and that's what we're going to get into this part of. This is going to be a part. This is going to be a part 2 or 3 to this, because I wrote some stuff down, honey. That's why I tried to get into my email today to get the rest of the stuff. This stuff is deep. impulsiveness is deep. But my man Jalen, he responded. He said it was a mistake, that it happened on his side. It just won't happen again. He feel bad, and this is quoting. I feel bad for not just my teammates and the fans out there, but just for football. I feel bad for just my teammates and the fans out there. They felt bad. And so this young Eagles, before you even said that, things was already here, Sheree. This team is a young team. They're all young. I'm not talking about teenagers or whatever, but they're all young. Some of them are younger than my daughter. She just turned 27, so they're young. And when the team first went out there, it was fast acting. I didn't even notice anything. But if you remember before, when they got into a huddle, one of the guys on the Cowboys, they knocked his helmet off, and there was a little scuffle in between that. It was a scuffle, a little shoving back and forth. We rival with the Cowboys for a while, for a long time. We have history. But the Cowboys was able to get into the psyche of the Eagles, to take them off the task and get into their heads. And they did so, and it was aggressively. By the kickoff and to the team got to going back and forth with the ball, the Cowboys already know what they was doing. I guarantee you that. To get into the head of their opponents, Muhammad Ali used to do it. Floyd Mayweather used to do it. Mike Tyson used to do it. And you train all this time for all these things. And once you get in the ring and they start talking smack to you, because that's what happened when they got on the field. Younger guys with some of the older people in the Cowboys. Y'all young. You ain't going to do nothing. We're going to show you out tonight. And they went back and forth. Having reacted impulsively, or he done it without thought. It was spontaneous. So impulsively means acting or doing something without forethought. Spontaneous, hasty, emotional. Men can get emotional. And when men get emotional, it's rough. Helmets clutching together, all the things that they did in that first 6 seconds. Openly expressing your feelings or being easily moved by your emotions. And the first thing I said was anger. A state where your feelings dominate one's thoughts and their actions. And that's exactly what happened. Now, if you go back to the replay that everybody's seen, Dak spit first, and he did. He spit first. He didn't spit on him. He didn't spit on anybody, but he spit first. And if you can see the tape, if you play the tape really well, and just like Jalen said, he asked him, "Yo, did you just spit at me?" And Dak said like this: "I spit a lot." You can't be honest with me if, first of all, I wouldn't have spit back at him, because my reaction would have been something different. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm from North Filthy, Philadelphia. My reaction would have been something totally different from him spit. Basically, y'all both spit on each other. You don't spit on a dog. You just don't spit at all. At all. It was crazy. It was crazy. And so emotions in our brains trigger psychological changes within our bodies. These changes alter are autonomic processors. You know what they say in a heat of passion? This person shot that person. It's always a lover, somebody else is getting killed in the heat of passion. It's just like that. So, and when we go through these emotions, and this was a very heated thing between these Super Bowl champs. You ain't coming in our arena with your mess. We're going to spend you tonight. And all these men with all this testosterone for 6 seconds was in the emotions. So emotions in our brain triggers, again, psychological changes within our body. These changes alter our autonomic processes we don't consciously control, such as the heart rate, sweating, your blank rate. So your heart rate, that's something that's going to happen. Unless you're having heart problems, asthma, something, those things. These are things that's done without you thinking. It's a part of, if you try to stop breathing on your own, hold your breath for a long time, when you do that, and after a while your brain will say, wait a minute, I'm not getting any oxygen, you're going to automatically start breathing. Hence, that's why you can't strangle yourself. Hence, that's why you can't drown yourself. Automatically, something's going to start saying, wait, I'm not getting this or that. And it'll automatically, your heart rate's going to start pumping up a little bit more. You might start sweating, and just, you don't control your blinking with the eyes. It's an automatic thing, right? It's automatic. What it said, rate, such as heart rate, breathing, sweating, and blink your eye rate. In turn, the psychological changes create physical feelings. And these physical feelings are sensations within your body, which is emotions or feelings. I read this article in Psychology Today. It's dated back to September 18th, 2 years ago, by Dr. Nick Morgan. How long does emotions typically last? Because remember, this happened within 6 seconds. And this ties into all the young adults now, that if you say something to somebody, they gone. Back in the day, you may have been in a tight spot, a cabaret, maybe you was at a bar, whatever, a picnic, whatever, and you may have stepped on somebody's shoe. You'll back up and say, hey man, my bad, I'm sorry. Won't be no problem. Just seeing something on the news. If you watch the news today, the Wingstop up near City Line Avenue, the person that worked there said, sir, can you go roll your blunt outside? The young man tried to reach over the counter to hit the employee. And as he's leaving out of the Wingstop, what is he doing? Shooting. Not thinking, impulsively. And you're on camera, bro. You're on camera. It just happened today. Well, I'm assuming it happened today. I just seen the news when I got home.
Hey, it's Alexander Stewart.
So let's try to figure out how long these emotions last. Typically, an emotion can last for a half an hour, give or take, on the long side. Something like anxiety, hope, desperation, joy, hatred. And the winner for like several lengths of time is sadness. Sadness lasts for like 5 days. Or twice as long as the next closest strength is hatred. Hatred can last a long time, guys. A long time. Sadness lasts for 5 days, but turns into other stuff. But normally, hope, half an hour, desperation, joy, all of those normally with maybe a half an hour. You'll have those things. Sadness is a marker for depression. Surprise lasts about 2 hours. Fear is brief, but anxiety lasts a long time, typically 24 hours. Shame goes quickly, but guilt stays with us for 3.5 hours. Compared to 30 minutes is the key of how much we are inclined to ruminate on the emotion and the incident and to bring it up again. So, like, again, this situation, and I call this situation spit, you're it. I'm just sorry. Take it back to the situation. Spit and spit. What emotion do you think Jalen was going through? In his mind, he was like, Ninja, please. I know he just didn't spit towards me because that's what he asked him. Did you just spit towards me? Did you just spit at me? And that just go. Now, I don't know if Jalen is originally from Philadelphia, but that means, yeah. Well, what? How about it? Y'all interpret it how y'all want to interpret it. Because again, if it was me, I want to spit back at him. And be honest. Sherette. And they always say, put yourself in other person's shoes. I put myself in his shoes. I want to spit back at him. It'd have been some grass on that field moving and shaking. Period. Sorry. And God will forgive me later. But you spit towards me or at me? So whatever emotion you thought Jalen was going through, what comes first? Feelings or emotions? Remember, I did this a long time ago, people. I did this a long time ago. It really doesn't matter what comes first. It's time. Time. How much time do you give yourself to your body to feel whatever you're going to feel? And then it calculates always to the brain and you're like, oh, snap. Emotions comes before feelings. It says, wait, emotions come first, then feelings come after. As the emotion chemicals go to work again in our bodies, the mood develops from a combination of feelings, emotions, or chemical release in a response to our interpretation of a specific trigger. Hear me now. A specific trigger. When he asked him, did you just spit at me? And he didn't answer vocally. He went like this. Again, I'm from Philly. She said, Sherry said, you already know. And I'm from the south side of the game. Listen, ma'am. He did not give him an answer. He didn't say until after. After this, he said, I just spit all the time. Now remember, moods develop from a combination of feelings, emotions, or chemicals released in response to our interpretation of a specific trigger. The trigger was you spit, and it looked like in my direction. And when I asked you, I got this. And he just didn't go like this. He held his uniform and went like that. Where my best friend is? She ain't on here. She must be tired. Miss Burke. He, again, go back and replay. And I said, I know you say we all adults and we all grown. And what he did, they said was unsportsmanlike conduct. He got ejected from the game. They wanted to take this man's whole career out, and he wasn't supposed to play no football this whole season. So they felt as though when they went back and replayed what was going on, Sheree said he could have turned his head. It's how he did it. How did, or the way you responded to me again, you went like this. That's a nod. That's not communication. And then while you went like this, you said, yeah, I spit a lot. I can't turn my whole head around. I can't. Thoughts can cause emotions, the process of interpreting a situation. Remember, this is between the defensive person and the quarterback. Jalen and Dak often leads to physical sensations that are interpreted as feelings. Thoughts are mental cognitions. And when you have a thought like, did you just spit at me? The brain sends signals that causes bodily reactions, racing heartbeat, sweaty palms. Identify the emotion. What am I going through right now? Because this man just spits at me.
There's so many people who
anger.
Get their hands on the secret to how apartments.com.
That's the emotion that I said I identified in Junior. He was angry. Notice Ninja did not spit at me. Then there is a triangle where thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are connected together. Now, mind you, all this happened in 6 seconds, people. 6 seconds. If you want to, again, go a little further, watch the news tonight. I don't know if they're going to play it again about the wing stop on City Line Avenue. And it says, and the reporter says, he ain't trying to clean it up or nothing. He said the employee told the guy, could you step outside and roll that blunt somewhere else? And that's exactly what the Channel 10, if you want to hear it that way, that's how he said it. Could you roll your blunt somewhere else and step outside? And as you see on the camera, you see the guy in there rolling his blunt. And you turn around because an employee that works there asks you to go outside with your illegal drugs. And you stop messing with your apparatus, try to go to the counter, and it was a female, okay? You try to go to the counter and jump over the counter to get this person, and then as you're leaving out the store, you turn around and you're shooting a gun. There is a triangle where thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are interconnected with an intervention in one area affecting the others. The process of thought. Sheree said, and we know spitting is outlawed in the black. I didn't want to say it, bro. She said spitting is outlawed in the black community. It was taught as a kid in our culture. Spitting is not nice. It's nasty. Listen. My grandma ain't play that. She would say, you don't spit on a dog. You don't spit on you spit on a human being. You don't spit on a dog. You don't spit at anybody, at anything. So let's talk about the process of thought. And I'm gonna end it on this page is because it's 9:13. So it's gonna be a part 2. It's gonna be a part 2. The process of thought or induce emotions. First is an interpretation of the events. She said, how many times did your lips get popped for spitting? So right there. The process of thought. There's an interpretation of the events. Spit, spit, you're it. That's what I said. You spit, I spit, you're it. Then a psychological arousal of thoughts. The triggers release the neurochemicals and other signs that cause physical sensations in the body, like again, increased heart rate and muscle tension. So if you can think of it, all these things are again in 6 seconds, guys. All this happened, the process of thought and then induced emotion happened within 6 seconds. There was an event that happened. Dak spit. He asked that, did you just spit at me? Dax? I spit a lot. Labeling a sensation, you interpret these body sensations within the context of the situation, labeling them as a specific emotion, anxiety, and anger. Because again, in the Black community, you don't spit at nobody. Nobody. Thoughts and emotions also influences your behavior. Anxious thoughts can lead to feelings of fear, which might make someone want to avoid a situation. So if you get anxious, you might be afraid. You look down that block, the lights ain't on down the block. Ain't no lights, I'm not going down the block. I don't know these people down here. You see it all the time in movies, don't you? You see it all the time in movies. That's why a lot of colored people or people of color, when horror flicks was first coming out, you didn't see a lot of colored people in horror flicks because we ain't doing that. If you running, I'm running. You know what I'm saying? Then they start having people of color play in these horror flicks, but it had to be something crazy. So when they died, hold on. Okay, hold on. No, we ain't gonna do that. Sorry, y'all. That was my music. They trying to block me. I'm trying to block me. Something as simple as a fleeting thought. 6 seconds again. I'm going to go off this 6 seconds because something within 6 seconds can go from good to bad because of an impulsive reaction. Remember, it's I'm trying to find a word. Where was the word at? Stop doing that. No. Oh, God. If you come back on, Sharon, I'm gonna wait. That song is so old. Do y'all care about that song like that? Let me find the word that I was looking for. The brain sends signals that causes bodily reactions, racing thoughts, body palms, identify the emotion, anger. No, that's not it. Coming back on your Facebook is yeah. I had to turn my music off. What was I looking for? It wasn't a fancy word. Psychological, I think, was the word. Emotions come first and feelings come after, as the emotion chemicals go to work in our bodies. Then moods develop from a combination of feelings, emotions, or chemicals released in response to our interpretations of a specific trigger. That wasn't what I was talking about, but that's still interesting. Induced emotions. That's what I was talking about. Induced emotions. Let me see. Right. I don't know if y'all can still see me. I know I had to start my video back over. I'm not liking Facebook right now because I don't have that much time. I gotta go at 9:30. So I was at something as simple as a fleeting thought can spiral into profound emotional states, or how deep-seated feelings can color our perceptions. Misinterpretations and assumptions can arise from what we think and feel, a reminder that neither thought nor emotions are inherently factual, but rather subjective experiences shaped by context and perspective. Our brain solves and creates problems. And this was an article by Michael Gazzanelli. And it was titled Mental States Such as Beliefs, Thoughts, and Desires all arise from brain activity and in turn can and do influence our decisions to act one way. Spit, remember. I know because of the music. Because of the music. So I was just saying that our brain solves and creates problems. So there's a problem, and you have this problem. He spit at me, and so I'm gonna solve it and create another problem. Impulsively reacting. Mental states such as beliefs, thoughts, and desires all arise from the brain activity, and in turn can and do influence our decisions to act one way. Spit. You're it. Or another, get physical and cause harm. So you spit on me, I'm gonna spit at you, or the other way, get physical and cause harm. And that's typically what's going on in America today. Everybody is going off of, and I'm gonna say emotions, not feelings. And remember, I talked about those 5 emotions that we only think of, and I showed you this the feelings wheel, their whole big wheel: anger, sadness. All those are basic emotions. Let me see if I have it. Let me see if I probably don't have the colored one. I gotta get a colored one. Ooh. Where is my feelings wheel? Y'all making me go into the trenches right here. It's all my paperwork that I use when I'm teaching a class. I have a diagram that I'm going to put up there later. And it'll show you how quick, like I said, 6 seconds, you can react to something and not even be thinking about it. That's the violence wheel. Oh, where's my other wheel at? That's the violence wheel. Uh-oh, I hear you. Y'all hear that? I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I would have to look for it, guys. I would have to look for it. So my head goes off to Mr. Jalen Carter because he did take accountability. He didn't say, well, he spit at me and I spit at him. He said, listen, I don't even know why I did that. That ain't me. And it was off of impulse. Let me see. The children wanted it got more than 6. So how do you feel today? You normally have happy, sad, angry, scared, silly, excited, surprised, shy, or embarrassed. Those are probably the most, and these are a lot for kids. This is what kids probably will tell you. And then, when emojis first came out, remember when emojis first came out, we didn't have a lot of them. You only had the faces, like the faces of this, remember? You'll have a shocked face, a sad face, confused face, surprised, silly, friend or mad, friend or happy, great, angry, sick, disappointed, proud, and scared. Those are all the emojis that we came out with when they first came out, the faces. And then they started saying, well, let's make cars and houses and boats and footballs and stuff. And that's how we started communicating. Feelings. How are you feeling today? So I just want people to be cautious. Be cautious. And I think I wrote that on one of my posts, my personal posts on social media. Every day before I go out this door, I pray, God, please, please give me patience for your people. God, give me patience to see your people like you see your people. Can't judge them. You don't know what somebody went through. Have sympathy, empathy for everybody. Be kind and nice. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. The person is sinful just like you're sinful. You're no better than anyone else. And love. So God, let me see your people like you see your people. And give me patience for myself. Because I might wake up, as they say, on the wrong side of the bed. Wake up on the wrong side of the bed. And people say this a lot. Your whole day is bad. What does Tabitha say? Y'all go on and have a nice day. And if you can't, don't go open and mess up nobody else's, honey. We wake up on the wrong side of the bed and we go out there and we try to match that energy with somebody else's. And everybody was saying, girl, I'm gonna match your energy. Come on with it. What you mean? She fussing and cussing and upset. I ain't matching that. I'm not matching that. I'm gonna let you do you, be fine and safe, honey, and I'm gonna keep on doing me. I'm not matching that energy. Misinterpretations and assumption can arise from what we think and feel, which is a reminder that neither thoughts nor emotions are inherently factual, but rather subjective experiences shaped by context and perspective. Neither thoughts nor emotions are inherently factual. Remember, going back to the how long does emotions typically last? A half an hour. According to Dr. Nick Morgan, give or take. You might have it alongside like anxiety, hope. Remember, anxiety, hope, desperation, joy, and hatred. I had broke these down. That's why I wish I would have kept my computer on. It didn't stay on. The winner for several lengths and days is again sadness, and it lasts for 5 days. And they say if it lasts more than 2 weeks, it can turn into depression. But the one that comes right along with that one and is in close proximity with lasting more time is hatred. And so, Sheree, if the people of color, we grew up saying, you don't spit on nobody, very offensive, and you get your lips popped if you did spit. What did they say about the word hate? Never use that word. Hate is a strong word. Sadness is a marker for depression. Surprise lasts for 2 hours. So imagine you get a surprise party. You only get 2 hours of that feeling. Fear is brief, but anxiety can last for a long time. Why does shame go so quickly? Shame goes quickly, but guilt stays with us for 3.5 hours to 30 minutes. Guilt can stay with you for almost 3 hours and 30 minutes. We don't time these things. We don't time our emotions. But my mother would say, if you got an attitude, take that in there because you ain't going to ruin my day. Go in there with that mess. So I was petty since I was a little girl, honey. I was petty. I wouldn't talk, though. Shut down. Because, again, my mother would say, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So in my mind, I'm thinking all the things that I want to say to you, but I had nothing nice to say, so I'm not going to say nothing at all. And the thing what people will say is, what's wrong with you? I'm not saying nothing at all because I don't have anything nice to say. Thoughts and emotions also influence your behavior. Anxious thought can lead to feelings of fear, which might make someone and want to avoid a situation. Again, I'm saying if you're going down a dark street, if the street don't have light and you're not familiar with that street, you're not going down that block. Matter of fact, I can just this was the other day. I was walking my dog. I was walking Zeus, and I took him for the long walk. You don't know what the long walk is, but he do. This dog is smart. I took him for the long walk, and so he knows his walking routes, especially with me. And he was going up the block. I was like, "We're not going that way. We're going to keep going straight." So when we was going straight, it's a block that he never went down before. He was going outside. I don't know the people down there. We ain't going. We're not going in that block. And he looked. I don't know those people down that block. They are not my neighbors. We are four blocks over and 6 blocks down. I don't know these people around here. We're not going down that block. Was it fear or anxiety? Because anxiety to me, I'm in an unknown territory. and I don't got nothing on me but a dog, we ain't going in that block. Mm-mm. 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 The way we interpret a situation or an event can influence our emotional response to it, cognitive appraisals. And that just means basically gathering their thought within 6 seconds. And then there's a reaction, impulsive reaction, which was Jalen spitting on Dax. And it was a loogie too. It was a loogie. It was one of them. Yeah, give him an eye. I don't want to go into it because that's making my hair hurt. So next week we'll go into impulsive reaction, inappropriate or recklessness. I'll give examples of things. I do want to sit and talk with people, and people can ask questions about this, because now you can see how our society is going. We're acting more on emotions, and we're not thinking before we do something. And I say we, I'm talking about we as a society, just not here in Philadelphia. Just not here in Philadelphia. Things are happening all around the world, and we're acting more on emotion than thinking things through. Everywhere. Tomorrow is September the 11th. We all know what happened. I think it's 25 years now. Yeah, because the bombing with Timothy McVeigh it's a 20-year anniversary. So maybe 25 years, something like that. So I guess at a certain time tomorrow, people will be doing a moment of silence for everyone we lost in 2000 on 9/11. Tomorrow is also my best friend and her shorty stop birthday. So happy birthday to my girl Deb Burke, and happy birthday to her mini me, Jenna. Be cautious and mindful, people. If you have to say a prayer before you step out the door, just ask God to give you patience to love his people. And they all sorts of colors. God people are all sorts of colors. When he said he died for all sins, all is ALL capital. That's every single person. Boy, girl, man, woman, baby, green person, black person, orange, yellow. He died for all sins. So ask God to give you patience for his people. To see his people as he sees his people. God sees us covered in his son's blood. Forgiveness. If you're a Christian, if you're a believer, but still pray for patience. I pray for it every single day with myself too, because everybody gets short-tempered, and what they say, you never know what that person went through or was going through. You never know. And I know I get tired of hearing on the news when something happens. The young man that was, I think it was in Canada, that stabbed a woman on the bus, stabbed her to death, and she was from Ukraine, and she came here to make a better life. The first thing they said was he had mental health issues. Don't know if he do. I'm not his clinician. Don't know if he do. But people do understand that there's some evil people in this world. Ain't nothing wrong with their mind. There was nothing wrong with Hitler's mind. Nothing wrong with Hitler's mind. He just wanted to be superior over another race. There was nothing wrong with the people's mind that did not want us to have civil rights. and thought we was 1/3 of a man. There was nothing wrong with these people's minds. There was no mental health with these things, with these events. So I just get tired when I hear something going on and it's so horrendous and so bad that it's put on mental health. That's why we have a negative stigma about mental health. Oh, they had to be crazy if they did something like that. No, why could they just be an evil person? I'm off my soapbox. Next week, we'll go into, again, impulsive reactions, inappropriately or recklessness stuff. I'll have some examples. We'll have a little chit chat back and forth. Because this needs to be talked about. This was the can opener. 6 seconds. 6 seconds. So think what could happen if something happens, if there's an event and something happens and you react emotionally. 6 seconds. There's a cause, there's an effect, and then there's consequences. The consequences with the guy from Wingstop near City Line Avenue, they have your face on camera, honey. You will be identified. You shot into a store and at that you shot at a female. Because you wanted to roll your blunt in the store. 6 seconds. Don't know if it was 6 seconds, but 6 seconds. The girl was grazed by the bullet. She's at work doing her job. I remember back in the day, my neighbor would say, "Could you not please sit on my steps?" She would come out the door. Could you please not sit on my steps? And we would say, "Sorry, ma'am," and go away from her steps. Because my grandma, they went on people in front of her door. "Sorry, ma'am." You ask somebody today not to sit on your steps that you don't know. We got to do better. Much, much better. All right, guys. That's tonight's show. I'm going to have my girl, I'm going to call her name out. Avia, I want her on my show. I want Roz Pachinko on my show from the Sunshine House. I also want my girl Stephanie Lovegood on my show for her Fit for God organization. So I'm thinking to have 3 people in October because I gotta make sure they're ready. I'm doing a part 2 to this next week, and then of course the 24th. One of them, if they want to come on, if one of them is ready to come on, I'll have them come on. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Think first. Don't react. Don't go off your emotions. Think for 6 seconds before you respond. Let your brain calculate what just happened. Don't go off of the emotion because your body can be interpreting something different. Well, this is Kimble Evans. I'm your trap therapist, and you've been on the Trap Lounge. Have a good night, guys. Please go to my YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. YouTube subscribe. Can't get back on Instagram. Not yet. But you guys have a good night.